Gather round, folks, and I'll tell you a tale of a guy and a couple of his friends that had an idea. An idea for a TV show about comics back in the infancy of YouTube and our halcyon days of youth. We called it last Wednesday, and we talked about comics, news, and reviews. This was long before monetization was a thing. I mean, hell, this was long before there were ads on YouTube. Yeah, YouTube used to be ad-free. We did it all for fun. Well, I did anyway. But that's a story for a different time. On occasion, we'd make it to a convention and talk to some of the creatives that made the books we loved. This is how I made friends with and got to interview some of my favorite people in comics. Speaking of which, prepare for incoming time capsule in 3, 2...
I want to drive that car. Yeah.
You've never looked better. I'm not saying.
If you want, dude, it might be easier if you sit.
Do you want me to just come out there? You want me to just stand out there?
Sure.
Is that better?
Yeah, come on out here. We're here with more from the Comicon preview night, and my next guest works for Image Comics, and he has been writing, well, a plethora of things, it seems. Mr. Miles Gunter. How are you doing today, sir?
It's Miles.
Miles, I'm sorry. Miles Gunter.
It's all good, man. Don't worry about it. It's preview night.
It's preview night.
The show hasn't actually started. So.
If it makes you feel any better, I only got 2 hours of sleep last night. We were packing. We're actually from Florida.
So are there any rules? Like, can I?
You can say whatever you want.
Whatever the fuck I want. Or?
You can say whatever the fuck you want.
Fucking A, awesome.
All right. So what do you got going on here? I see you got Zombie, you got Bastard Samurai, and NYC Mech. Tell me about these.
This is my newest graphic novel. It's called Zombie. It's basically the story of a samurai, a ninja, and a Zen monk teaming up to battle the undead in feudal Japan. So
excellent.
If you dig stuff like Evil Dead or Army of Darkness or Peter Jackson's Dead Alive, this is the book for you.
It's gonna kick your ass.
Oh, absolutely. Fucking A, man. Absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah, totally, dude. Yeah. I mean, stuff like, I don't know if you're familiar with like Shane Black, like writer of like Lethal Weapon or like Last Boy Scout, like. He does a lot of like buddy action shit. I wanted to do a book that had a very similar kind of vibe to that, where it was just very playful, very fun, and it's got a lot of splatter gore and a lot of
splatter gore is always good.
Stuff that you would expect from a zombie story, but ultimately it's really about friendship. So it's really
So you got your gratuitous violence, and you got the story, but you also got the good moral fiber.
Yeah, well, definitely. Yeah, well, it's more of like a zany moral fiber.
Excellent.
So, yeah.
Well, zany moral fiber is better than no moral fiber, right?
No doubt, yeah.
So what's going on in Bastard Samurai?
Well, Bastard Samurai is a book that I did several years ago with Mike Oeming, the co-creator of Powers. And, you know what he's done.
Yeah,
the guy's a fucking superstar.
He wrote Thor. I mean, he's done a bunch of stuff.
Yeah. It's basically about this black market ring in New York. They run these rooftop death matches, samurai battles, where people basically, they come and they gamble on these death matches. And it's about a killer who's in the top of his class in this world. And he becomes disillusioned with this whole world.
Yeah.
And he basically takes the whole thing down. So I like
nice.
It's very much like a Kill Bill, like if you like Kill Bill,
love Kill
stuff
Bill.
Like that, it's right up your alley. It's got lots of sex and violence and
always good.
Yeah, all the good stuff.
Sex, drugs, and rock and roll.
Stuff the kids need today.
That's right.
Yeah.
And what do we got going on in NYC Mech?
Also, NYC Mech is another series that I do with Image. I co-write with Ivan Brandon, and who also works with Mike Oeming on Cross Bronx.
Oh, okay,
And it's basically an alternate version of New York where everyone is a robot. So it's basically, but it's not really sci-fi. It's stories of New York life that take place in this kind of alternate world. So it's really like a multi-genre thing. It's like I wanted to do a book where I could tell any kind of story. Comedy, horror, drama, just anything. Anything goes.
It gives you a vehicle to do that.
Yeah, absolutely. Because New York, that's really what New York is all about. I mean, it's like each block is like a totally different thing. I mean, you never really know what's around the corner in New York, and that's really something that I've never really seen New York portrayed in comics the way that it really is. So I really wanted to scratch that itch and do something that really showed that world, where it's anything can happen at any given moment. It's just,
Excellent.
Crazy.
And the concept of just having like regular people as robots, I love. I think it's great. Just life as a robot to me would be intriguing. So That's
it's
very
not really
cool.
something. It's not really. That's not really. The book isn't really about that they're robots. It's just like it's understood. It's not something that we dwell on, or it's kind of like heavy metal or something.
Yeah.
Like that. It's just like, it's just the way it is.
That's just the way it is.
It's just the way it is.
Very cool. Very cool. I have a question. Since you seem to love New York so much, have you read DMZ?
I have, yes.
And what do you think of that book?
It's amazing.
It
The
kicks
art
ass,
is
doesn't it?
unbelievable.
Yeah.
I don't know where they found that guy, but
he's got quite a style, doesn't he?
he's amazing. Yeah,
Definitely.
I mean, that he's able to produce a monthly book with that style.
I know, and
blows
the
me away.
backgrounds that he produces just blow me away.
Yeah, I mean, he does so much world building, and I mean that's really the thing. A lot of monthly artists that cut corners, as far as the world building, and he's just like doesn't cut any corners.
I'm just gonna layer it on in.
Yeah, he just
just some
no
of the shots
scrimp.
like from a corner, and then you see down both
No
streets.
no
It's just-
scrimping whatsoever. I mean,
Exactly.
and especially somebody who comes from another country.
Yes.
Who isn't even isn't even really familiar with the environment. I mean, it's pretty amazing.
Well, one thing I've noticed in comics recently is that some of the more foreign artists are putting in a lot more work than the American artists, and they're putting us to shame. I mean, look at Simon Bianchi on Wolverine.
Yeah.
I mean, my God, the artwork on that book is incredible.
Yeah,
just
it's
the
tops.
level that he puts into it just blows me away every time I see
doubt.
it.
Yeah.
So I mean, I think that's a trend that we're seeing. So
Also,
I think
Gabriel Ba on Casanova.
yes.
I mean, I think some of the best artists in the industry are coming out of Brazil right now.
Definitely.
I mean, however many 10 years ago or whatever it was, 8 years ago, you had Eduardo Risso coming up from representing Argentina, and Marcelo Frusin, and it's just amazing the artists in South America and Europe, and I mean it's inspiring. I know it's got everybody fired up. So.
Yeah, they work their craft and they do it masterfully.
No doubt.
So what do you got up next on your plate?
I'm mostly working on movie stuff right now.
Mostly working on what?
Movie stuff.
Movie stuff, excellent.
Which I can't really talk about, but
obviously not. I'm sure the studios have you under a lock and key hush.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm continuing to put out my own books through Image. So if you want to find out more about Zombie, you can check out our website, enterthezombie.com, or NYC Mag. Go to nycmag.com. Check out a couple issues for free. See if you like it.
Well, go to those websites and check them out. Miles, a pleasure. I wish you continued success in your field.
Thank you.
And hopefully we'll see you again. By the way,
great talking to you guys.
How many times have you been to Comicon?
This is like my 9th or my 10th.
Ninth one.
Yeah.
Great show, isn't
Crazy.
it? This is our first one, so we're really
best.
excited.
Oh, you guys are gonna have a great time.
You're gonna be on our first Comicon DVD.
Awesome.
And we'll give you one.
Great.
Excellent.
Can't wait.
Well, thank you once again.
Enjoy the show.
We will. My God, will you?
Yeah. This is just preview night, too.
I know. I can't wait to see it on
Saturday. It's sick. It's sick. Dude.
I can't even imagine how many fucking people are going to be here on Saturday.
It's insane.
It's going to be crazy.
Yeah.
But this is Luke for Last Wednesday. We're still here on the comic preview night here at Comicon, and we're going to show you more. We're going to probably show you more until you can't take it anymore.
I'm already starting to feel that.
Even children. I am by the right exit. Where are you? Well, which best? And annoying cops will listen.
Having trouble carrying it. Maybe if you practice actually wielding that, build up some muscle. I doubt it. Yeah, exactly.